Alrighty. Tape is rolling, boys and girls. Rock Awesome Friday. Ready to happen. Quiet on the set, getting ready to go live on the radio. Zoom Room Video Communications brought to you by the BMC.
You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. In no other better frickin' place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch, with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here, inside and outside Shroud of the Avatar by Royal Warrant, Season 4, live right here for your entertainment pleasure. That's right. Welcome to today's show. Today it is Fruck Awesome Friday here, January 4th, 2019 here. And we're sitting in Owl's Head on the lot. If you all want to come join us and hang out with and join in the fun, join in the conversation, you can log into the game, come join us in Owl's Head. You can hit us up on Discord. You can come on into Twitch chat and join in. But the most fun is most likely got to be, Discord, because Discord is advertised as NSFW, so.
What do you mean NFs?
I don't know what they're talking about, because we do it all day while we work, so I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it's safe for our work.
That's a standard part of our day around here.
Yeah, I mean...
Botox, how you doing, brother? Good to see you out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like drinking on the job, how it's like shunned at some places, whereas like for us, it's encouraged.
We have our own drinking game, for crying out.
I know.
That's
it's like,
right.
Hold on. Gotta add some more.
Yeah, that's the Envy. How you doing out there?
Yeah,
always good to see Envy out there. Happy New Year to you.
Of course. Hi, Envy. And he's actually on his main account too, which is even weird.
I see that. You never know when he's going to show up and what form he's going to show up. But we're going to kick off Friday with Jack pouring himself a little rum into his Diet Dr. Pepper over there.
Yes.
We're going to give away some of those new teleport to zone scrolls today. I'm going to open up a giveaway and... yeah, don't ask me how he does that. I know a lot of people who do that. But we're going to open up a giveaway today.
Well, how do I drink rum in diet drinks? Yes. Easily. You just pour the rum straight into the diet drink and then drink.
We're going to be giving away 20 teleport to zone scrolls here in the next half hour. Give away 20 more in the second half hour during the show. And all you gotta do to get in on it is bang, I love this shit. That's right. Exclamation, I love this shit in our Twitch chat to get entered in.
Can you make the scrolls? Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
If you want a lot of them, I mean, you can buy them at Shroud Marketplace from me. Or you could walk
from Shroud Marketplace from me also. That's right.
Or you can come to this vendor right here. That's the wrong thing. The vendor over here in the corner and on my lot. Yeah, Chief Scrolls, and just scroll down past the recall, past the teleport to friend scrolls, all the way to the teleport to zone scrolls. And you can buy them in bundles of 10, 20, or 100.
Yes.
I mean, that is available. So
I don't know. Did we stop putting
it's
bundles
also
of 5 on that vendor? I don't think anybody wants
well,
bundles of 5 over here.
Yeah, I wouldn't put bundles of 5 on there. But then maybe Sultan would be the only place where I would put the bundles of 5. Everywhere else, I'd put bundles of 10, 20, or 100. But yes,
yeah, I keep 5s in a lot of areas still, because there's always that one person who just spent their gold, just come out of a dungeon, they don't have any scrolls, and they just need a couple to get by in those odd places out of the way. But hey, you know, sales is sale here.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I spent the better part of last night out there restocking those vendors, and of course those scrolls are selling. I gotta say that much.
Oh, yes, they are. Every single day I've got to go through and delete stuff, and you know that yesterday afternoon I spent a good portion of that crafting.
You were sitting at that alchemy station. I know. I saw you.
Yeah.
Although I don't like the new timeout. When you go AFK, you stop standing there. I like the way it used to be that you would just continue to stand locked in at the station. Yeah, leaves the open interface so that when you come back, you can just click on it and resume. You know, and it gives people the the idea that you're actually doing something while you might be AFK.
Yeah.
So, of course, yes, we are back with the vengeance here. Season 4, Who'da Thunk, right here inside Shroud of the Avatar, sitting on the lot now, Owl's Head. And I tell you what.
Isn't this Season 4, Episode 3?
Yes, we got to start doing that now, Episode 3. But already we've got plans for time off. We've only been here for the third episode 3 of this season. And yes, we've already got some planned time off, and we'll let you know about that as it comes. Or do we want to tell people what Jack's going to be doing for Valentine's Day?
What? It's the best date ever.
Jack's coming back to Florida. He met his special significant other, the tattoo artist.
It's good. It's going to be permanent. Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, it was going to be actually like his first opening, according to his assistant, was actually January 18th, and so it's like, he hasn't even started the artwork, and that's going to be approved by both Tracy Hickman and Margaret Weiss. And so it's one where it's like, shit, has he even started on anything? And then it's like, so I texted the guy, and it's like, crap, can you push it back? And then it would have been January 31st, or then after that, February 14th. It's like, dude, Valentine's Day. That sounds more like a plan.
Day. Gonna have a Cupid put in there on the sleeve someplace just for giggles and grins?
No.
No?
No.
How about the Envy Angel?
Maybe. That one might be a little bit more fun. But I mean, the theme for this tattoo is taken from the Deathgate cycle. So it's going to be a little bit more interesting. And thank you, Waldo.
Waldo!
Yeah.
Yay! 100 bits.
That's right. He's trying to make the cup full.
That's right. Try and fill that tip cup. Don't
try
forget.
And fill that cup.
Loads of ways to donate. Loads of ways to help support NBNN. Don't forget, your local news is supported by you guys and gals out there, and we appreciate all of it. And again, here in Season 4. Can you imagine?
No.
Now, of course, technically we've been here running about 5 years, but this is going to be our 4th complete season, hence why I'm going.
I'm still shocked at that. 220-ish episodes, for 4 years straight, or 3 years straight so far, and we're now in the 4th year of doing that.
That's right.
It's amazing.
And again, thanks to you guys and gals out there. And of course, don't forget, we're offering all sorts of great stuff. Of course, live entertainment 5 days a week. We've got the newspaper, we've got the website, we've got the live streams, we've got the radio station, and all that stuff costs money, folks. So every little bit you guys and gals donate goes to keeping us running all that great stuff.
Yes, it does. Hey, have you checked out what's going on with the sales today?
I have.
Sales have officially started.
I'm just checking out comments from the gallery here. Envy's quite chatty today, actually, telling us about some great deals on some Aether dye. And will there be a season 5 without being
shipping mentioned in the stand-up?
Without shipping being mentioned, maybe is by that time. Hopefully, all the shipping will be done by that time. That's for sure. But yes, don't forget today is the next live stream in the epic January sale. That's like 7 weeks long or something like that. And
I still haven't gotten my box.
And it's still going on, and the 50% sale is actually going on next Friday, or actually through January 7th.
This weekend sale goes through Monday, which I'm going to guess is midnight
January
on
7th.
Monday.
Yeah.
And, of course, we were talking about the stretch goals yesterday. You had asked whether we had made 85, and I told you we were pretty close. What did we start with today? You actually
when I looked at it, when I looked at it earlier today, it was 84,779 or 799. But then since then, it's already gone up a few $100s to where we're currently at 85,579. So we have hit the Haunted Yule Tree set.
Yes.
And the next goal is the Icy Dungeon Room with Fishing Spot.
Yes, folks. We gotta get that.
Just to make Spiff extremely happy with another fishing spot. And then after that, the dark leather and the fur Yule outfit.
Yeah, I'll set it up on my lot, and I'll be selling lures at my shop.
Okay.
Yeah, now I've heard some interesting stories that you can still fish without those lures at this point, and there's still a couple bugs out there. I haven't confirmed this, but that's what I've heard through the grapevine. We're not gonna bash Spiff on his first day back with fishing just yet. Maybe a little bit later on.
I don't care. You do all you want.
But
I don't fish.
That's right. But we have 2 more goals for this release. One is at 95,000 for the Icy Dungeon Room fishing spot, and I think the next one, the dark leather and fur,
105 maybe,
is 105.
Yeah.
And we can switch on over and click on that. Yes, 105. But today's live stream is a continuation, as it may be, of Chris's Ask Atos Anything. Today it is Ask Us Anything.
Us Anything, but it's not anything. Us. It's Portalarium on their live stream starting at 4 p.m. Central Time. So I don't know how long. This is just their standard 1 hour stream.
This should be 4 to 5. Yeah, this should be a standard 1 hour, and if Chris has anything to do with it, it'll probably run a little late. I mean, not late, but he has a tendency to go past that time, which is always good because that means there's more questions that get answered for everybody out there, or more information gets spilled, however you want to look at it. Eagle, how you doing today? Welcome to today's show.
Welcome.
Eagle sending us Christmas cards every year. Gotta love this guy.
So I think the number one question for the Ask Us Anything live stream today is going to be, what is the number one complaint from new players that was identified that they're going to be working on for the massive changes in Release 63? Because
and what's that?
Deleting coconuts. That's what I think my answer is.
Deleting coconuts? Yeah, I know. They were deletable
coconuts
for a short period of time.
Yeah, I know.
I'm trying to follow that link, but that link doesn't seem to be looking for the questions for today. Doesn't look like there are any questions.
Well, I think there were statements earlier, but 11 replies.
Where are you finding these replies?
Oh, it's like on the front page. Here, I'll send you a link just because I love
Oh,
you.
I see them now. I see it down there.
No. I'm beating you to the punch, man.
I
Beating you
got
to the
it.
punch. Yeah. Yeah. Then, so Paladin Michael wants to know, same question as last time, assuming but not knowing exactly if they were answered. However, after Roos's did, how many people did all the paths have done the Shroud quest in its entirety? Number 2 is for Lord British. When will your new book be finished and available? That's the book that he's working with Tracy Hickman with. That is the pre-story for the new stuff. And it helps if you do those things inside of Discord, not inside of your Twitch chat. And I'm thinking that it will probably be 18 months before we see stuff from 12 to 18 months for Tracy Hickman and Lord British to get that story stuff done.
You think?
That's what I'm guessing.
I'm gonna go.
Start making your 25-year whiskeys.
I'm gonna go for next Christmas.
Okay, next Christmas.
Only
That's 12
because there was a comment made recently where they plan to roll out a new release for the next several years at Christmas time. So I don't know if that's got anything to do with it, whether they'll actually hit that marker. But release 2, I'm expecting to see officially around Christmas of this year. So
yeah,
that's the timeline that I've read and been. Yeah, seen thrown around out there, so I'm gonna go look at that.
Well, you know our history with actual timelines, right?
Timelines.
We've been way off on lots of
That's
guesses.
right. We're in season 4 after being here for 5 years. That's right.
It's all good. Then will we have the chance to buy an ebook version of Book 1 and Book 2 in the Portalarium store? So for Book 1,
good question.
The publisher is Tor. So they would actually have to communicate through Tor how to do that, and then what percentage Tor would receive versus what they would receive. So that would be some sort of weird negotiation for that. So it's possible, but they would have to get lawyers involved in.
Yeah, I need a new book for my Kindle.
Yeah.
Buckaroo Bonsai, thank you for the donation.
Yeah.
$5 from Buckaroo Bonsai.
Woohoo!
He says, "Have one on me," and I will. I will have a Pepsi and some vape juice on you.
Yeah. Then what's my mouse doing? Sanash Casagal wants to know, will we get new pot templates with the new land in episode 2?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Well,
Maybe.
He bought an overland upgrade reservation for his unused underground, and he's wondering if he's going to get a new template. Interesting. So what would he like? Well, I mean, he's got all the other templates to choose from, but he would like a Swamp Island template. I guess, I mean, that's all up to you.
I don't know. First lands associated with Ep 2 will begin appearing in Release 64, hopefully. What is the timeline for our pots there? No idea. No clue.
Christmas.
Yep.
And again, Catnip Games can chime in anytime and correct any of these things.
He could if he so cared. I mean, he could be saving it for later.
Well, again, after last week's live stream, I know he's up to some interesting stuff. And again, we're still in the dark as to what most of that is. But all I'm gonna say is it was alluded to that it's gonna make some heads spin.
Yeah. But then Rufus wants to know: Are we close to having enough performance increases to allow another bump in deco limits?
I don't think so. Not yet.
Maybe.
Oh, Bucker sends Jackson love as well.
That's right. Yeah, I was waiting for you to catch that one and go.
Hold on. I haven't received it yet, but I'm sure it's coming. Hopefully, I get it soon. But then after that, so before deco limits, I think we should actually get the game playing on a 10-year-old computer.
Ouch.
Instead of, because you know what? We want people to play. Before deco limits, I think we need the performance to be in such a place to where...
Anybody besides you and me still play on 10-year-old computer?
Well, I don't...
Play on a Chromebook.
I don't have a 10-year-old computer, but it's one where you have to look at the processor requirements and video card requirements.
What you're saying is they've got to make it so that you can play it with an onboard video card, is what you're saying.
Pretty much, yeah.
And that's pretty much what the requirement you're looking to be, because everything else requires it. Yeah. I don't think that's as much of the battle, personally. This day and age, most people I know have been able to keep up with the times.
There it came through.
There it goes.
Yeah, you sent it through the Streamlabs. Woohoo! Okay, as much as you hate Streamlabs, but thank you.
Yes, I prefer to direct donations because we get to apply all of that money to operating expenses. When you donate through those other ways, they take a nice chunk of it. So yes,
yeah. But then let's see. But yeah, onboard systems. My 4-year-old laptop can't even play the game, and it's one where it's like, I can't. It used to be able to play it.
Well, I can use my laptop to remote into my home system and move around.
Well, yeah, I do. That's what I generally end up having to do. But I used to be able to play on like release 15, 16, 17 through my laptop as well. So I would actually have, back in the day, you remember when I had like 50 gajillion clients open?
Oh, yeah.
Like 6 of them were on my desktop, and then after that, it's like I'd open up something else on my laptop.
I still want to get to that second character slot thing afternoon.
No,
still may not be today. Well, I think there's a lot to be talked about in that topic, but we got plenty here to work with. Plus, we've got other stuff to cover.
Oh, absolutely. Well, that will actually be related to this next one. Now that the decay penalty for death is no more, can't you simplify the settings in the skills windows by removing maintaining?
They did.
I would also suggest changing the minus for not training to a yellow circle. Green up arrow for training, yellow circle for not training, red down. It has.
Maintaining gone except for your...
okay.
If you open up your skill tree, you'll notice that you only have a green, a red, and a blank. So there is no more maintaining, and I don't see the need to change the blank to yellow. That should just
Then Rufus wants to know how quick did he purchase his pot in relation to everyone else? Pack Slayer was number 1. That's all that I know. So then, so Rufus wants to know if he was the 5th, 20th, 100th, whatever.
That's going to be hard to figure out, considering you'd have to get all the town owners to post the dates of their purchases.
Yeah, and times, because a lot of people bought them on the same day, so they would have to timestamp all that stuff.
Yeah, I think I bought all mine on the same day. No, I didn't.
I did not buy mine or sell mine on the same day, so.
No, but you sold it.
I sold both of mine. I did have a metropolis and a town that I sold both of them. Then Trevor wants to know, question about loot improvements. It has been on the schedule for a few months and improvements have been made. Quarter 1 schedule lists loot improvements 2. Can you explain the planned improvements? What is meant by systematic changes to the loot system? Please go into details. I believe that's how it was presented. Where do we stand on the roadmap to these improvements? And then question 2 was related to the rarity of drops. How long would you expect to fish before you caught a shark? What is the % chance? Repeat that question for Hilt and a blueprint. I farmed each for 60 plus hours. I still have no shark or blueprint. Bit sad. I wanted a shark for my basement.
I don't know. I've been fishing for the better part of 3 years, and I still haven't gotten a ring yet. So, whereas Boo Lottie Dada went out 2 weeks after he started and pulled up 2 back to back. It's just how it works.
Random, man.
Free.
Don't forget the RNG answer is 3. So did you want to take a break right now, since the previous question we did talk about decay, and that opens up that question about the second character slot.
Well, yeah, let's take a break.
Because let's segue to that real quick, because I think that's extremely relevant to this part of the conversation about decay being removed. Now you have to remember that. Go for it, Les.
Yeah, the question posed by I can't even pronounce that, Shizarki, was, is there any way you can get a second character on the same account? And of course, many of you all know the answer is yes. And of course, people go into list, why would you want to do that? What would your reasoning be? Now, several of us, I have 9 accounts. Jack has probably close to that many, if not more. We have multiple accounts for other reasons.
Well, I sold several of them, though.
Well, many of those were investments for property back in the day. We bought the pledges to get the property and all the goodies that came with them. So those were one reason to buy the multiple accounts. But of course, with the way the skill system is there any reason for actually having a second account at all at this point? Now, of course, there are some good, credible reasons. One for role play, of course. I do have 2 characters. I have 3 characters named Lazarus. There's Laz, there's Lazarus, and there's Lazarus Long. I locked them all up. But one is in my other guild, my home guild, the BMC. Lazarus Long, as you all know, is the NBN in NBNN. And I've got another character or 2 in a couple different guilds out there. I run another guild or so with another character. I have all sorts of fun in a game that most folks may not know about. But that's part of the game.
So that is a separate, complete character.
I'm just giving some reasons. He wanted
the character on the same account.
Right, so now I'm giving some reasons for having, secondary characters and what reasons they are. But why would you want it on the same account? Yeah, but why would you want it on the same account? That's the next question. Now, one of the things that somebody, I believe it was Econdis, if you're out there and listening, please chime in on this one. But I believe it was him who mentioned to Chris last week that since the virtue and everything else are all shared, including your bank box and all the other good stuff, why shouldn't the pooled experience get shared on the second account? That was one thing I wanted to touch on. But the need for a second character on an account, bad idea, in my opinion, when we now have free accounts available to create another account. So with Decay in there, and again, I don't see any reason. And please step in here and tell me what your points to adding or not adding one are on the same account. Yeah, that was to you.
I typed my response in Twitch just for you.
Oh.
I'm confused. What are you talking about? Because you're all over the place. Now,
reasons for having a second character on the same account. I gave you a million reasons why you would have a second character on a different account.
Oh, yeah. But so this is something where we've always had a bone to pick with the second characters on the same account, because the way it's done is they share the same bank, they share the same guild, they share the same virtue, but they don't share the same experience. But now that Decay is gone, that should open up. You know what? Let's go ahead and bring in some leveling limits, but your characters on the same account share the same experience. So they've got the same experience pool, and so that way you can assign those points however you want after you go through and train them. But that might be part of the massive retool that Chris is working on. We have no idea because we don't know what's going on since they've removed Decay. And not only that, you can purchase additional character slots through the add-on store as well. So that will allow for multiple build types.
Now, again, why would I spend the money on an additional character slot on my first account when I can just create a brand new one?
If they introduce a system to where the XP pool is shared between the accounts, and they limit the way that you can actually allocate those points, so they put some sort of skill caps in there, that would be a justification for it. So that way you could have characters with multiple builds.
Now,
otherwise you have to go level up those characters completely.
Correct.
So it is one where if you have that secondary farming account, because the second mule account, because realistically that's what it is for most people. You park that guy and then you sit there and kill everything and you collect the XP, and it's a mule. It is something that you're not dealing with a lot. And so it's one where there has to be some sort of skill cap put into the game. And I think that's what's eventually going to happen.
I don't know about that, but again, that would get people screaming one more time. Now,
well, you know what? It's what decisions have been done that have not resulted in screaming. I still get annoyed when it's like you still see people run around with 150 GMs.
Yes,
it's like you have GM'd every single skill. I mean, almost. It's like, what's the point of any kind of specialization? Even though you do have the specialization that was put in, but it's one where it's like, yay, everybody can do everything. So it's one where it's like,
well,
why is there a need to have
couple of
a
the points to having a second account, and we talk
muling and a new guild.
We were talking about multi-boxing earlier, and of course, if you have two characters, one can always heal the other as you're running around doing your thing. You can be your own healer. One person commented, which, Elwin, I don't know why you would have said this. The one negative thing about having a second account is that you need another email address. Really? Email addresses are a dime a dozen these days.
Yeah. I just read.
I'm getting messages in game from Lezier LeQuinn. I have a tough time with that, but he's saying that he was roaming around Owl's Head the other day, and he came across the most lordly might. He was the most well-dressed yard sale attendant he had ever seen. He's talking about me sitting on my lot.
Yeah.
Are
you sitting on your lot or my lot?
I don't know which lot he's referring to. Here's
Okay.
Econdis. Econdis is...
Because little known fact.
He said a yard full of furniture, so it's got to be the studio lot. Yeah.
Well, yeah. That one's my lot. Econdis, you missed us yesterday too.
Yes, and the day before. We've been back. This is episode 3 of season 4. You've missed two episodes already.
I know.
And of course, Buckaroo Banzai going, you can't get a different colored Shroud if you have them on the same account. But nothing's stopping you from doing so. But if you were going to get a second character, I personally would suggest you just go to Google, get a new email address, and start a new account. Simple. Now, of course, we've been threatening to start some newbie accounts and go run the gamut from scratch, and we may just do that one of these seasons. I don't know, maybe.
I don't know.
We'll see how long this January stretch goes, or whether we whiz through it, with enough news to keep everybody occupied. I really don't know, and that's right. But
we have no clue what the hell we're doing.
Want to tell them what the developers were working on yesterday before we start wrapping up and getting out of here? Or you want to go back to some more questions?
But we can tell them what the developers were working on yesterday, if it's been updated.
Well, it was updated yesterday. We can tell them what they're working on today too, if you really feel like it.
I know. And most everybody appears to be back in the office.
I was gonna say,
yeah. So don't forget stand-up corners where the devs say, "Hey, I worked on this yesterday. I'm working on this today." Things get written down. Eventually, gets posted to the interwebs, and we get to interpret it.
That's right. So, you can play the NBNN drinking game while we do the stand-up corner daily.
Don't forget, you do need a drink for that. So play it. Over in the art department, Damon's working on fish masks and work on the Envy Angel and a new creature.
Amen.
Yeah. Over in design, Beezus working on the backslot enchanting continued. Because he wants to make sure that the back slot is enchanted and magically delicious.
And enchanted well.
And he wants to enchant your back slot. Sanyo is working on more small quest bugs and identifying a main quest line blocker and fixing that.
Woo-hoo.
And then the Energy Vortex List Rostov is working on dungeon stuff. Yeah, and then over in tech, Dr. Bob working on AI work on aggro and performance because that's currently broken, and the dynamic nav mesh generation. JY working on game monitoring and forums and tracking down connection issues with servers. Wizard Smokes working on scene advertising and store work. Yeah, then Burning Toad working on quest issue bug fix and reading the forums, and enabled the player dungeon deco V's adventure mode and increased pot deco limits and preparing for mid-release patch. And the mid-release patch.
And I like that. We're finally going to be able to use those dungeons, folks. Coming soon.
Yeah, deco those dungeons.
By the way, beware of this mid-release patch. Don't forget, there's going to be a couple interesting things happening this month. We gave you the heads up beginning of the week here when we came in. There's going to be a server migration coming through the end of this month. And as soon as we get more information on it, we'll keep you all posted. But we're going to have some scheduled downtime, so be ready for it.
The Deathbringer one and only is working on some paid time off and won't be coming back until Monday.
Monday.
Then after that, we do have over in Studio Services, Serafina.
Hey, Envy.
Working on what?
More shipping.
Support tickets and shipped more boxes. So maybe Spiff will get his box.
Maybe.
Because, yeah. Then over in Useless Overhead, the Dippy Bird working on the Switch preparation for the new server setup and planning for server relocation. Lord British has also taken his vacation.
Damn, man.
And the Dork Star is working on office space planning, lots of paperwork for the New Year's, and live stream planning and store planning. And do you want to do today's stand-up corner?
I think we might be able to get away with that today, since
might be able to squeeze it in.
We're not going to read it on Monday. We know that. So.
Yeah. Today, Damon said he was working on the Envy Angel and the Dragon visual effects. Beezus said he was working on the backslot work and starting testing on the backslot.
Testing.
Well, the real question is, did he lube up the backslot before he started working on it?
Well, you know.
Because you really want the backslot to be prepped pretty well before you just ram things into it.
Do you have to stick something enchanted into the backslot to enchanted?
I don't know. And then after that, Sanyo working on entering bugs.
Bug.
From the forums. Did you just miss a cue?
No,
I think you did.
You just missed it.
Yes, and you didn't say it because I didn't hear it.
It was there. Trust me. Go to the tape.
Lies. Lies.
Screw it, Bug. Now you all drink again. Bug.
Yeah, everybody drink again. If you didn't drink the first time.
Bug.
And then he's also reviewing the Siege Access design. The Energy Vortex is working on dungeon stuff.
Still working on stuff.
Yeah, over in tech,
Hey,
Dr.
I've
Bob,
seen some of the stuff that List has done, including that fishing spot, man, and he's got some awesome stuff. Yeah, he's got some awesome stuff. So
the koi pond, yeah, he likes
where is
stuff.
List? You know, he's usually floating around here in the studio. First day back, I guess he's
maybe he went to lunch
acclimated.
with someone else. I don't know why he didn't stay with us. He should have stayed with us. Over in tech, Dr. Bob working on nav mesh bug fixing with basements and dungeons and meetings on the store updates. JY working on meetings on store loading improvements and control point improvements.
Control points? Still a thing?
Yeah. Endless waves of monsters, man. Wizard Smoke, he's working on meetings on store updates and user interface improvement work. The Burning Toad working on build with aggro fixes and quest fixes. Deathbringer still out. Over in Studio Services, Chaos is working on the uplift dealing with shipping and customs and store work. Then Serafina working on support tickets and weekly update review and preparing. Over in Useless Overhead, the Dippy Bird working on that Switch preparation for new server setup, planning for server relocation and store planning, and prepping for ye old live stream. Lord British still off, and the Dork Star working on store planning and schedule work.
That's right.
A comma. Because
did you notice anything interesting there? Anything pertaining to your prediction of what might be happening to the store anytime soon?
Something's going to happen to the store, man.
We wouldn't know anything about that, would we?
It's all a joke. It's all guesswork. We can
read the writing on the wall from time to time. Again, we've been around the block once or twice, and again, year by year, we can tell you what trends and things happen with certain things when it comes to player base when it comes to just cycles of how things work, and of course when we see things like this, and that's one of the things that we as well as many others have said. Listen, man, you got to do something about those damn prices. Hopefully, we're going to see a complete revamp, as we're hoping. Don't forget, there's a major sale going on now through Monday.
And yeah,
major sale.
Yep. And maybe they will take my suggestion of removing everything from the add-on store and bringing in new stuff that is 50% the current prices. And then when they do a sale, it's like, hey. But yeah, because I think what they've noticed is with the 50% sales, they're selling a lot more merchandise, which actually makes the game much more accessible to everybody and turns it from those massive transactions into more micro, although some of them are still pretty substantial.
Now, on one last note before we get on with our regularly scheduled business, we have a sad story to tell today. This actually occurred while we were on break over the holidays here, and sad to see it go, but it served this purpose. Thank you, Murray, for your service out there. Thank you, Janice, for everything you did. I'm surprised he's taken it down, because it was always good source of reference for just a feel of what was going on out there. But for the most part, I think it served its purpose, and as of the last couple of months, all you really saw getting nixed out there were just stuff that got sold. It wasn't really much to converse about, but Janice is gone, and thank you. Also, another note, the Bastion's Point Lunar Rift Chronometer has also taken its leave, and due to, they say, the new teleport to zone scroll, there is not much use for it now. We do have a Lunar Rift map available out there, and the folks at Bastion's Point made the chronometer available. The code is available on the forums, and I'm going to see if I can find a way to just keep that alive over on the NBNN site, so that it's there for reference and for folks who may still have a need for it. But anyway, I just wanted to give note to those folks out there who had some stuff out there and retired them this year, and we're going to miss them, especially Janice. I'm going to miss Janice a lot. But anyway, moving right along, got to tell you folks about an app you have out there available for you folks. And it's available in the Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or the Amazon App Store, because Spiff's got to check out everything on his Kindle. The NBNN Shroud Avatar app is available with all sorts of great things from the NBNN Daily Britannian, published 7 days a week, with news from Shroud Avatar and beyond. You can shop the marketplace, you can hit us up in Discord, you can listen to the radios, check out the daily podcast, or what's happening in and around town on the NBNN Shroud Avatar community calendar, which is brought to us each and every day by our good friends over at HometownHero.com. Because if you need vape juice, that's right, I am now smoking the Angel Tears, one of the top 5 brands. Funny to say, I looked at their top 5 list, and on my desk I've actually got 4 of those 5 flavors out right now. I've got the Angel Tears, the Angel Breath, the Ambrosia, and the Red Dream. And
I have 7, and I mix them all.
I do mix and match. I will add one flavor on top of another occasionally, just to see what it does. Absolutely, yeah.
I mix my flavors up, so it's like
it does make.
If you ask me what I'm smoking, I have no clue.
He has no clue. It's just tasty.
It's like I had to fill it up.
I did notice that they changed the name of their crispy treats to marshmallow squares. They must have gotten a complaint about
C&D.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. The Earth was destroyed. Four worlds were created out of the ruins. Worlds for ourselves in the Minch. Air, fire, stone, water. 4 gates connect each road. Yeah. Yep. He's bringing up the Deathgate cycle for me.
There you
Yeah.
go.
And next he's going to find out like what I'm going to do for a tattoo design based off the patron. But yes, that NBNN Shroud of the Avatar community calendar is going to be on nbnn.info. Just click on the calendar button. You too can see this aggregated mess of all the Google public calendars related to Shroud of the Avatar. And if you have a Google public calendar related to Shroud and you want it connected so that way we can talk about your events, email.
You know, we didn't
news.
We didn't pull a winner for the drawing.
We can do that after after the calendar, because this is the weekend calendar.
It is.
You're killing me, Smalls. News at nbnn.info for being added to this mess and not knowing what the hell is going on. But Monday through Friday, you need to tune your ether amplifiers to Radio Radio Free Britannia to listen to two idiots interpreting the news so you don't have to on a little show called Lunch with us. At 7 p.m. this evening on Radio Radio Free Britannia is the 70s at 7, and that's going to be the next thing we have up. At 8 p.m. on Avatars Radio is DJ Aline going through midnight with the beat of Novia. But if that's not your thing and you'd rather listen to the Wet Goodwin with Eliza's dad, you could always tune in your ether amplifiers at 10 p.m. to Radio Radio Free Britannia, which takes us to Saturday, which kicks off early in the morning with Wake Up New Britannia with Wolfman and Justin.
That's right.
Yeah. Then at 9
Never know
a.m.
who's going to show up that early in the morning on Wake Up, so you have to tune in to find out.
And you can also tune into their SoundCloud for some of their interviews with, say, Chris. Avatars Radio at 9 a.m. has the Sleepiest and Lord Baldrith. Not. At 4 p.m. on Avatars Radio is the Power Hour with Mick Foley.
Hour.
Yeah. 4 p.m. is EVL Virtue League PvP tournament.
PvP.
Yeah, taking place in Virtue Oasis. Don't forget multiple tiers of PvP goodness. At 6 p.m., Fiona Wynn Wildman's going to be doing
Sister
Wild
Love.
Safari with Sister Love. Yeah.
Love me some Fiona Wynn.
Saturday, 7 p.m., Denied is going to be doing EVL's Newbie Dungeon Run. And don't forget, if you want the teleport to Zone Scrolls, it's bang. I love this shit. Then after that, we do have, where was I at? 8 o'clock, again, on Avatars Radio. The Sleepiest and Lord Baldrith are not doing it. The Echoes from the Cavern. It's the Sleepiest in style. If they're even doing it on the radio, I have no idea. Then after that, we do have 8:30 is the PAX Layer General Meeting. 10 p.m. Noma promo. It's Laz's channel, NBNN News. Not mine. Sorry, Buckaroo. Hey, wait, hold on. Here, I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you just in case. I love this shit. Remember, if I win, it goes to Buckaroo Banzai, okay? So I'm doing it for Buckaroo. Then after that, we do have Noma promo starting off at their Noma promo down Promo Alley in Novian Market.
Sunday.
At
At the Fairpark Coliseum.
But before we talk about that, we have to talk about Saturday night at 10 p.m. on Avatars Radio is the DJ Amber Rain pop-up party, which takes us to Sunday and the Premature Sunday, which starts at 1 a.m. Noma Promo Asia Edition. 4 a.m. Royal Sexy is going to be doing his dancing on Avatars Radio. 6 a.m. Noma promo taking place again. Don't forget all kinds of deals on Promo Alley in the town of Novian Market.
All sorts of deals all week long.
All kinds of requests as well. You can do all kinds of things. 9 a.m. on Avatars Radio. Striker Sparhawk's going to be doing his Lost in the Spaces. That is an eclectic flow of tunes. Tune in for that. At noon, Noma promo America's edition. America, because waking up at before noon on a Sunday is kind of hard.
Service booze?
Maybe. It depends on whether or not he lives in a dry county or not. Also at noon on Avatars Radio, DJ Seleth is going to be doing faster, louder. 12:30 in the town of New Britannia Market is you need to go to the museum and join Bo and Bloodgood for Astronomy Night. 2 o'clock on Avatars Radio is DJ Hot Potato. And the final event of the weekend is also on Avatars Radio, and that is Bacon.
Bacon!
With Lady Yeti. And that's our community calendar.
That's right. Don't forget, if you're missing out on any events, you can check that out at nbnn.info. Check it out on the app. You're tuned in to Lunch with Latin Jack right here on nbnn.info, twitch.tv/Cynesis, twitch.tv/NBNN News. Catching us in replays on YouTube. You can hit that subscribe button down at the bottom. Hit the notification bell to be updated in notifications. And if you got any comments, by all means, drop them in there, because we do talk about comments, even if they're on old videos, like we did yesterday from a video from 2015, got a comment on it. So, yes, bring those up. We'll put those comments out there for everybody to see and join in on. And, of course, don't forget, we're going to get this giveaway out of the way. I know I promised 2. We'll do more on Monday. How about that? Last chance to get in on this. Bang, I love this shit, or exclamation, I love this shit. We'll give you one last chance while we tell you that you can donate via Patreon, you can donate via Streamlabs, you can donate via PayPal. Click on all those buttons below on either of our streams. You can become a monthly supporter on Patreon. Amazon Prime, you can use your Prime subscription to sub to our streams. And if you got cryptocurrency, you can send some Jack's way, because he accepts crypto over in his stream. Maybe one day I'll get into that, but too much of a... That's what it was. PayPal me, yeah.
Yeah. Great way to send me direct money.
That's right.
Send your cryptocurrency to Jack, because it's about to take a nosedive, I heard.
It already took a nosedive.
It already took it. We won't discuss how much money I've lost in cryptocurrencies.
But yes, don't forget... Thanks to you guys and gals out there, as we here for Season 4 right here on NBNN. We thank you all. And, of course, we're going to close this drawing out. Last chance, last chance, last chance.
Close it.
It's closed.
Well, remember, you have that 30-second delay, or 5 seconds.
Well, I know. We've given them a couple chances. Then let's pick that winner.
Econdis.
All right, Econdis. I'll get those
20
out
scrolls
to you
are yours.
20
don't
scrolls.
forget there is a 1,500 gold collection fee. Not. That's a joke. That's a joke. Laz is just laughing. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. And I just because he's right here on set. He missed 2
You just
seasons.
traded it to him. Yeah.
I will in a second. Airy Fund, become a supporter. Check out the airyfund.org for the latest information. The Britannia Mining Company wants you to check out Black Rock Cove, where you can get all the latest goods for your crafting needs, located in the Quell region next to the town of Ed. Our friends at HometownHero.com save 20% off your purchase at HometownHero.com when you use the promo code NBNN when you check out. Coilmore Wands and Scrota's music service available on Shroud Marketplace. I don't know, is the Arius' store is not on the marketplace. RelicsByRill.com for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. Save 10% when you check out. Promo code NBNN. WRFB, bringing you the latest news and entertainment 24/7, including us at 12s and 6s around the clock. And for those of you guys who missed them, yes, I fixed it, so now they are properly playing at 12s and 6s. And last but definitely not least, my favorite sponsor, because I just love waking up to money in my PayPal account. I tell you what, Wake me out of bed any day with an order, folks. I'll happily get up and deliver it to you.
Happily deliver.
Shroud Marketplace for all your virtual vendable goods, and Jack's going to tell you a little bit about it.
Oh yeah, Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. You just have to register an account and you can start buying. And if you want to sell your stuff, click on the vendor registration on the left-hand side. Remember, you get to maintain your own inventory and set your own prices, so you get all kinds of great things. That's why teleports, recalls, and all those scrolls are a little bit cheaper on my scroll.
It'll be.
My end, guaranteed
I deliver a lot
not
quicker.
to fit. No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Remember, we can time this. Someone go buy scrolls from me and go buy scrolls from Laz, and we'll see who delivers quicker.
That's right.
But yes, anything and everything Shroud of the Avatar related, from accounts to game gold, crowns of the obsidian, cheaper than you can get off the add-on store, all the way to services, anything and everything, and some of the finest services available, like Gus Ball host a game, leveling services.
10 hours of power living. Artifact run, $135.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Mom's
Artifact.
ore refining service.
Dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
Exactly. I mean, you gotta
That
love
ornate hourglass has got to get out of there. Whoever that mislisted
it's
that.
timer. It's all
Dust
good.
ball games.
Yep.
All
Then
sorts
after
of
that,
great stuff.
cheese sign writing, the cheesiest
That's
writing.
right.
Yeah.
We
Scrotus
love
music
us some
service.
cheesy writing around.
We are
Right.
clients of the cheesy writing,
That's
which
right.
is fantastic.
And of
Scrotus
course,
music service, and then that wedding package.
that's
by
right.
some random
Lazarus
favorite
songs,
guy.
weddings, and more. Because it's not just weddings, it's a whole lot more. And of course, you all know about it. If you're looking for something in game, come see me, because I probably got it. If it's not available on the marketplace, come on by and ask. And of course, Jack, ask him the same question. He's got loads of stuff that's not listed. I'm sure we've got plenty that we just haven't gotten out here yet, because we've just got too much stuff, I tell you what. But meanwhile, it is Friday. The live stream starts in a couple hours. Don't miss it. It's Ask Us Anything today, starting at 4 p.m. Central. We're going to get out of here for now. We'll be back on Monday with a recap of what happens on today's live stream and what's going on this week coming up in the latest news. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great weekend, everybody. I love this shit. We'll see you all on Monday.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.